Watching the Jays game, all the F-bombs, like saying things about the refs that you don't understand.
I've already pushed it a couple times.
Yeah, it's working.
I don't think so.
November.
Is that?
Stop from November.
Yeah.
Good, how are you doing? Are you on this team? Is this you? Oh no.
Well, you know what the goalie's name is for your video.
I do. But we don't want to play against him. Yeah, good. How about you? Anything exciting going on?
Back at work. I was off for a year. So,
Oh, well, that's exciting.
yeah, self-funded leave.
All right, good evening, hockey fans. It's Lori coming to you live from the Jack Shaw Arena in Canada, where the U18A02s are facing off against the U18A01. Nobody's got names yet, so these boys here in blue is the team that we belong to. This will be Team Rossi. The team here in white will be Team Fuller for tonight. Starting us off between the pipes on Team Rossi is Justin. And we got Max, who appears to have grown a foot since the last time I saw him 2 years ago on Team Fuller. Your Team Rossi lineup: Eli number 2, Carter number 4, Tristan 5, Easton 6, Jacobo 7, Daniel Rubashkin is number 8, Mateo 9, Clark 10, Jack 11, Gavin 12, Daniel 13, Trevor 15, Scott 17, Caden number 18, Parker number 19, and you know Justin is in nets at number 31. I'll forgive you if you're not watching live right now. You're probably watching the World Series as I am over in my pocket here. And as we get set up for period number 1, we are now underway. Fuller wins the face-off. I'm not getting real good with names just yet, but here comes Clark. Clark steps over the red line, dumps it in down behind the Fuller net. Battle in the corner. Inside the Fuller zone, Fuller defense. Gets a hold of the puck, can't quite get it out of the zone as he's got the forecheck on him. Rossi gets a hold of the puck, pass in front to the slot, back to the corner. Team Rossi looks for defense, but that goes long. Clark is going to get there first. Clark in the far corner inside his own zone behind the goal line up to his winger on the near boards. Team Rossi comes out to the neutral zone on the right side. Shot from the high slot doesn't get through. Traffic from close range. Nice save by Max. Inside the Fuller zone in the far corner. Battle along the boards. Pops out to Fuller winger on the far side. He can't quite get it out. Kept inside by Team Rossi. And here comes Team Rossi. Scott with a pass in front. It goes through. Along the boards inside the Fuller zone. Mateo side to the shot to the side. Nice save. And here comes Team Fuller. Skates out of the zone into the opposing zone, into the Rossi zone. Fuller with the pass up to Deed. Can't complete the pass. Team Fuller again fires it behind Justin. Up to defense on the right point. Dumps it back in behind Justin. Team Fuller again can't make a play out of it. Here comes Tristan. Carter with the shot. Turned around by Fuller. Kept inside by Team Rossi. Team Rossi up to Carter. Can't get the shot off for Clark. Clark at the blue line. Manages to keep it inside. Lots of pressure on him. Clark can't get a shot off though. And that comes back to the Rossi blue line. Clark inside the neutral zone again. Loses it to the opposing team. Fires it off behind Justin. Jack with the pass out to center ice. And we got a whistle on the play. Sorry, folks, didn't see the call there. Penalty against Team Fuller. So with 7:26 remaining in the first period, 0-0 is the score as Team Rossi goes to the power play. Rossi back up to the left point. D-to-D pass that they can't quite complete. Tristan working hard in the corner. Back up to the blue line on the right point, Gavin. Boys can't get a shot off and Team Fuller sends it inside the Rossi zone. Up for Tristan on the left board. Tristan now behind his own goalie. Looking for a smart pass. Finds Caden. Caden steps over the blue line. Shot. Nice snag by Max. 6:37 remaining in the first period. 1:11 to go in the Rossi power play. Face off inside the Fuller zone. Fuller comes away with the puck. Steps into the neutral zone. Into the opposing zone. Behind Justin now. Parker battling. Can't get the breakout pass cleanly. Kept inside by Team Fuller. Clark now. Circles in his own zone. Turns on the Jets. Smart pass up to Parker. Parker from the high slot. Can't get a hard shot off. On the far boards now. Jack dumps it in down behind the net for Mateo. Mateo to Parker. Parker Up for Clark. Clark at the blue line with a slapper. That's off the skating wide. In the far corner inside the Fuller zone. Jack flips it back down for his winger in the left corner. Fuller gets a stick on the puck. Jack reaches but can't quite keep it in. He's going to chase this down at his own blue line. Jack turns, has a look across for Clark at the red line. Clark steps over the blue line to the right face-off circle, gets around one shot, and that's high and off the glass. Team Fuller in the far corner. So we are back to even strength. Can't escape the zone. Team Fuller again pops it up into the neutral zone. Parker gets a stick on it and sends it into the opposing zone. Team Fuller from behind their own net turns on the Jets on the near boards. This is Big Ben. Steps over the red line, over the blue line into the Rossi zone. Can't make a play out of it as Team Rossi grabs hold. Team Rossi steps out into the neutral zone. And that's offside. 4:38 to go in the first period. 0-0 still the score. Team Rossi in blue, Team Fuller in white. Face off just outside the Fuller zone is won by Team Fuller. Back down into the Rossi zone behind the goal line. Fuller looking for the pass up to the point with a shot through traffic. Nice save by Justin. Team Rossi clears the zone, sends it long, chase to the puck. Won by Gavin, but can't keep a hold of it. Jack can't quite keep it inside the blue line, and here comes Team Fuller. Good back check by Team Rossi. Fuller keeps it inside. Jack from behind his own goaltender. Tries to shake his forechecker. Looking for the pass. Finds his centerman. As Team Rossi sends it deep. Team Fuller chases it down behind their own net. Good back check by Team Rossi. Jack at his own blue line now. Manages to hold on. Gets through two. Here comes Jack over the blue line. Nice pass to Daniel Good. Can't get a play out of it. And Clark can't quite keep it inside. And puck trickles back onto Justin, who's going to cover that up. 3:18 to go in the first period. 0-0 still the score. This is some good, fast, fun hockey, folks. Face off in the Rossi zone. Fuller with a shot from short range. Nice save by Justin. Tristan from behind the net. The Team Rossi clears the zone. Across for Caden. Caden steps over the blue line, cuts to the inside, but nice stick by Team Fuller there. The puck trickles back. And that's going to be icing against Team Fuller. 2:55 to go in period number 1. 0-0 still the score. Mateo lines up for the face-off in the Fuller zone. Team Rossi wins the draw, but can't make a play out of it as Fuller clears the zone to center ice. Puck trickles back. Tristan's going to chase this down behind his own goal line. Up for Caden. Caden. Across for Daniel Good. But Fuller regains possession. Passes across. Puck goes long. Clark's going to chase this down. Team Fuller gets there first. Clark strips it away. Now behind his own goaltender. Clark looking to shake his forechecker. Puts it up for Mateo. Mateo on the left boards. Looking for Caden. Can't quite clear the zone as Team Fuller keeps it in for a moment, but that trickles out. Scott boxes him out. Puts it into the opposing zone, and here comes Team Fuller again. Team Fuller on the left boards. Into the opposing zone, and that's turned around, and here comes Parker. Parker steps over the blue line of the opposing zone, tries to get to his forehand short from Shot from short range and a net save by Max. Team Fuller clears the zone again to the neutral zone, but Parker grabs hold and pops it into the opposing zone. Team Fuller sends this long. Jack chases it down. Jack hauls on the brakes. Steps out into the neutral zone. Turns on the Jets. Jack steps over the blue line. Can't make a play out of it. Fuller defense is there. Jack gets held up in the far corner. Back up to the left point with a long shot. That doesn't get through traffic. Team Fuller regains possession in their own zone. Can't get past. Now they do. Here's a 2-on-2. Fuller steps over the blue line, wide to the right side. Jack pushes him to the outside. Can't get a good pass off. Down behind the net now, Clark. 2 on him. Looking for some help. Clark manages to maintain control and skates it out of the zone. Clark, Scott, steps over the blue line. Can't get through the 2 defense. Team Fuller clears the zone. Inside the Rossi zone. Mateo looking for Parker. Team Fuller now. No call on the player. Yes, there is. We got a tripping penalty called against Team Rossi. With 21 seconds to go in the first period. 0-0 still the score. Team Fuller goes to the power play. Face off to Justin's left is sent long into the Fuller zone. Gavin turns the Jets on and gets taken out in the corner blatantly. And that'll be a penalty called against Team Fuller. 11 seconds to go in the first period. 1:50 remaining in the penalty against Team Rossi. It'll be 4-on-4 for the next 1:50. Face off in the Fuller zone. Not cleanly won, short range. Max gets on top of that one. Face off in the Fuller zone. Puck trickles back to the blue line, kept inside by Tristan. Fuller gets a hold of it, but that'll do it for period number 1. After 1 period of play, still no score. As we get set up for period number 2, we got 10 minutes on the clock. Justin, as always, starts us off between the pipes. And we are 4-on-4. Down behind the Fuller goaltender. Team Fuller gets a stick on the puck. Puts it up the left boards. Up into the neutral zone. Tristan is there. Tristan retreats. Fuller grabs hold of the puck. Fuller with a shot. Nice save by Justin. And behind Justin's net. Battle along the boards. Team Rossi comes away with it. Skates it out into the neutral zone. Scott dumps it in, and that's out of bounds. a 2-run homer for the Jays, making it 3-2 over the Dodgers. Top of the 4th with 1 out. Alejandro Kirk with a 3-run homer. Face off just outside the Rossi zone. Team Fuller comes away with the draw. Back to the left point. Shot goes behind the net. Jack in the near corner finds his winger on the near side. They can't quite complete the packs, and here comes Team Rossi. Rossi can't get through the defending team, and here comes Team Rossi again, 2-on-2. Can't get the shot off as that's stripped away. Fuller again, 2-on-2. Jack with a nice stick. Makes a nice play, and Team Rossi sends it deep into the Fuller zone. Fuller behind their own net. On the far side. Can't get it out of the zone. Team Rossi maintains possession. Can't get a shot off. Clark to Jack. Jack pops it into the corner looking for Caden. Caden from behind the net. Tried to get it up to Clark. And we are 5-on-4. Team Rossi. Here comes Team Fuller. Steps over the blue line into the Rossi zone. Can't get past Clark. Team Rossi on the far boards. Gets it out of the zone. Jack's going to chase this down under the zone blue line. Pass up for Mateo. Mateo steps over into the opposing zone. Mateo has a look. Shot. Nice save by Max. We're back to even strength. 7:52 to go in the second period. Still no score. Mateo takes the face off in the Fuller zone. Back for Scott. Scott across to his defensive partner with a shot. Just wide of the net. Back up for Scott again. Ref in the way. Can't get around. And here comes Team Fuller. Fuller steps over the blue line. Looks for the backhand pass across, but that's incomplete. Tristan gets a hold of the puck in his own zone. Manages to shake his forechecker. Fires it behind Justin. Up to Gavin. Gavin on the near boards dumps it in deep. Gavin's got Carter in front of the net. Behind the net now. Team Fuller regains possession. Team Fuller in the neutral zone. Can't get a good pass off. The puck trickles back down behind Justin's goal line. Tristan is there battling. Behind the net. Picked up by Team Rossi, who flips it up to the neutral ice. Gavin chases it down on the near boards, but ref's calling that a hand pass by Carter. 6:49 remaining in the second period. Still no score. Face off just outside the Rossi blue line. Daniel takes the drop. This trickles back down behind Justin. Clark gets there. Team Fuller back up to the left D with a shot through traffic. Justin, nice save. Team Rossi puts it up to center ice. That goes across to Parker, who cuts into the middle with a low snap. Through traffic, doesn't get through. In the corner, inside the Fuller zone. Fuller can't get past Jack, who pops it back in. Team Fuller in front of their own net. Shakes the forechecker. Gets it out of the zone. Jack's going to slap that back in. Down behind the Fuller goaltender. Fuller clears the zone up to neutral ice. Defense is in place on the Rossi side. Fuller dumps it down behind Justin. Jack is there. Jack behind the goal line. Can't hold on up to the point. Fuller can't get a shot off. Team Fuller again with a shot from the ringette line. Doesn't get through. And here comes Daniel. Daniel steps over the blue line into the opposing zone. Drops it for Parker. Parker with a pass in front is. And here comes Team Fuller. Fuller dumps it in deep into the Rossi zone. Clark is there. Clark held up. Fuller with a shot. Hits the side of the net. Another shot. Justin, nice save. In the near corner now. Inside the Rossi zone. Fuller regains possession up to the point. Shot. Nice save. Clark battling. Pass in front by Rossi or by Fuller, and Rossi managed to clear the zone back into the Fuller zone. Pass up to the blue line. Here comes Team Fuller one-on-one. Push to the outside by Scott. Pass in front. Shot. Oh, Team Rossi just about scored on his own goal, I think, there. And Justin with a nice save. And the Blue Jays pull ahead 4-2. Top of the fourth, 2 out. We got 39 remaining in the second period. Still no score. A long shot by Team Fuller. That was awkwardly played, but no harm done. Team Rossi from behind the goal line. Looking for a breakout pass on the near boards. A little top pass up for Mateo. Mateo chases it down into the Rossi zone, looking for the pass, but that's broken up by Team Fuller. And here comes Fuller, overskates the puck. Scott gets there into his feet. Mateo steps over the blue line, and that's offside. .406 remaining in the second period, still no score. Daniel Rubashkin takes the face-off just outside the opposing zone. We got a whistle on the play. I didn't see the call. Just an offside. Scott puts this into the opposing zone. Carter can't quite get there as the Team Fuller turns the puck around. Here comes Fuller. Steps over the blue line, but can't complete the pass. Inside the Rossi zone, Team Fuller down behind the goal line. Circles in the corner. Good pressure by Team Rossi. Team Rossi clears the zone. Trickles back into the Fuller zone as Carter puts the chase on. Going to be icing called against Team Rossi. 3:31 to go in the second. Still no score. Face off in the Rossi zone. Jack gets a hold of the puck. Can't find his winger. Battle in the near corner inside the Rossi zone. Clark from behind the net. Can't quite hold on, and here comes Parker. He steps out of the zone. Chip pass to himself. Parker one-on-one. Gets a step ahead. Shot. Oh! Knob save, I think, by Max. In the neutral zone now. Everybody's kind of overskating it. Parker comes away with it. Parker steps over the blue line. Cuts to the inside with a shot. And Justin with a hot glove. Well, this is some fast hockey, folks. I think I'm going to need to bring a glass of water next time. Whew. All right, Dan's going to take the face-off in the opposing zone. He's got Dan Goody on his left. Can't see who's on his right. Caden on his right. Jack and Clark are your defenders. Fuller clears the zone. 2-on-2. Skates into the opposing zone, held up by Clark in the far corner. Clark battling. Looking for Caden. Caden puts it behind the net for Jack. Jack flips it up for Clark. They don't complete the pass. Shot from the left point doesn't get through traffic, and Here comes Daniel. Daniel steps over the blue line into the opposing zone. Daniel Good with a backhand. Nice save by Max. Face off in the Fuller zone. The shot goes high of the net. Fuller can't get past Scott. Scott with a shot from the face-off circle is through traffic, doesn't get through. Puck trickles back behind the Fuller goal line. Fuller looking for the breakout pass on the far side. This gets back into the neutral zone. Turned around, somebody needs a skate sharpened. And Fuller steps over the blue line. Fuller from the left face-off circle, shot, and Justin with a nice save. And here comes Team Rossi. Carter steps over the blue, a nice drop pass for Mateo. Mateo on the far boards working. Got some help from his defenseman. Puck trickles back into the neutral zone. Well played by Scott. Scott steps over the blue line. He's got Gavin and Carter with him, but that's offside. 1:11 to go in the second. Still no score. Not a whole lot of shots either side, but some really nice saves by both goaltenders. A few quality shots. Face-off trickles back into the Fuller zone. Rossi keeps it inside. Pass to the slot is broken up by Fuller. Clark picks up the puck at his own blue line. Cross-ice pass. Here comes Parker. Parker with a pass across for Daniel. He can't quite complete the play, and here comes Team Fuller. Dumps it in deep down behind Justin. That fires up to the near boards. Down behind the net now is Team Rossi. Pass up to the face-off circle down behind the net. Jack is going to chase this down on the near boards. Jack looking for Setterman. That's picked off. Down behind the goal line in the far corner. Team Fuller with a pass in front. Nice save. Battle behind the net is popped up to the left point. Big Ben with a shot. Nice save. And here comes Team Rossi one-on-one. Daniel steps over. Oh, can't get the shot off at the buzzer. Woo! After 2 periods of play, Team Rossi If you're just joining us, it's Team Rossi in blue, Team Fuller in white. We got Justin finding his way between his pipes in blue and Max with some fancy skating, making his way back in his net in white. Mateo lines up for the face-off. Start off period number 3. We've got 16 minutes on the clock. That's 16 minutes run time. The clock will not stop at the whistles. Into the Rossi zone. Fuller with a pass to the point. Fuller in the slot. Can't get a shot off. Daniel Good steps out through the neutral zone into the opposing zone. Dumps it in down behind the net. Bottles looking for the pass up front. Nobody there but Fuller, sorry. Team Rossi slaps it back down inside. Goody looking for a point man, and here comes Team Fuller. Dump it in and chases it down. Team Fuller from behind the net. Nice poke check by Justin. Tristan fires it to the far boards. Team Fuller keeps it inside. Battle along the boards in front of the Rossi bench. Team Rossi comes away with it. Puts it up the boards. Fuller is there. Daniel Good looking for Scott. That's picked off. Caden now. Circles. He's got some room to skate. Caden picking up speed. Steps over the blue line. Wide to the right side. into the corner. Looking for the pass in front, but it's through traffic and hits some skates. Backhand from short range. And Max with a nice save. 14:54 to go in the third. Still no score. Face off in the Fuller zone. Comes back up to Clark at the blue line. He puts it back down into the corner. Fuller is there. Team Fuller looking for a way out of the zone. Flips it up into the neutral zone. Clark tries to put it ahead. That's picked off again. Jack there to back him up. Clark regains possession. Cross-ice pass to far boards kept inside by Fuller. Jack now behind his own goalie. Looking to shake his forechecker and find Gavin on the far side. Picked up by Jack. Jack turns on the Jets. Looking for a smart pass. Can't find one. Jack gets his stick poked and backhands it into the zone. Team Fuller from behind their own goaltender. Trying to get around the forecheck. Team Fuller clears the zone to the red line. Fuller with the pass. Nice stick by Parker. And here comes Carter. Carter at the ringette line in the opposing zone. Can't get a shot off. Looks to put it back to defense. And Team Rossi pops it back into the opposing zone. Team Fuller with the pass up to the red line. Clark is there to break that up. Inside the Rossi zone now. Team Fuller from behind the goal line. Pass up to defense. The left point with a slapper. Scores! Justin calling it goalie interference. As he was showing the ref tried to get across and had a winger in his way. No replay for you here, Justin, unfortunately. 1-0. Oh, are we talking about it? Maybe we are talking about it. No, we're looking for the puck. 1-0 Fuller. 12:22 to go. Face off at center ice is won by Team Fuller. Rossi gets a hold of it, dumps it into the Fuller zone. Fuller slaps it on behind their own goaltender, kept inside by Rossi, down behind the net again. Team Fuller looking for a breakout pass on the near side. Clear the zone long, but that'll be icing called against Team Fuller. $11:25 to go in the third period. 1-0 Fuller is the score. Rossi wins the draw. Can't get a shot off. Fuller clears the zone on the far boards. Battle along the boards. D-to-D pass for Tristan to pick up in the near corner in his own zone. Puts it off the glass to center ice. Big Ben slaps it back in. Scott chases this down in the far corner. Backhand pass behind the net. And here comes Team Rossi. Tristan off the boards for Caden. Picked up by Parker. Parker on the near boards. Inside the Fuller zone looking for a good pass. He goes behind the net. Pass up to defense is broken up. Intercepted. Scott gets a stick back on it. Battles his way across the blue line. Back up into neutral zone. Jack pinches. Breakaway. Fuller. Shot. Wide of the net. Back into the neutral zone. In the feet of the defenseman. Daniel Good is going to find this behind the opposing goaltender. Looking for the pass up front. That's broken up in front. Team Fuller now. One-on-one Fuller. Clark is there. Jack is behind him. And we've got a whistle on the play here. Penalty called against Caden. I didn't see the call, folks. Sorry about that. So with 9:44 to go in the third period, 1-0. Fuller is the score as Fuller goes to the power play. We've got 3 minutes run time on the clock. Team Rossi fires it behind the net, sends this long into the Fuller zone. Fuller steps out into the neutral zone. Steps over into the opposing zone. Fuller wide to the outside. Pass in front. But don't get a shot off. Back up to the left point. Fuller defense with the long shot goes wide of the net. Clark chases this down. Clark battling in the corner. Manages to hold on him. Gavin looking for a winger. Back down behind the net. Now Fuller can't get a good pass off him. Here comes Team Rossi. Mateo skates it out through the neutral zone into the opposing zone. He's got Tristan with him. Mateo from the corner as the rest of the line goes for a change. Fuller puts it back down in the neutral zone. Scott back in his own zone, sends it long onto the opposing goaltender as Max plays this for his winger on the left boards. Team Fuller skates through the neutral zone, over the blue line, tries to go up the middle, can't get through the Rossi defense. Team Rossi puts it up to center ice. This trickles back into the Fuller zone. Carter puts the forecheck on. Here comes Team Fuller. They step over the blue line, goes wide to the right side. Justin with a nice save. Team Rossi gets a stick on it, sends it long. 1:20 to go in the penalty against Team Rossi. 1-0. Fuller is the score. Clark at his own blue line slaps this long. Parker puts the forecheck on. Team Fuller shakes the forecheck. Team Fuller steps out into the neutral zone, over the red line, flips this in deep. Clark behind his own net, fires it along the boards, and this trickles long. 45 seconds to go in the penalty kill. Team Fuller behind their own goaltender. Picked off by Team Rossi. Cobo Diaz turns and shoots, but that goes wide. Cobo with the back check. Drop pass by Fuller. No shot on the play. Down behind the goal line now. Behind Justin. Looking for the pass in front, but Team Rossi gets a stick on it and sends it long to kill some of the remaining 10 seconds. Team Rossi gets there first. Rossi from the corner. Can't hold on as Team Fuller from behind their own goaltender will kill the rest of our penalty for us. Daniel puts the forecheck on. Team Rossi clears his own, or Team Fuller rather. Team Rossi now steps over the blue line into the opposing zone. Bouncing puck is kept inside by Tristan. A little elbow into the boards there. Caden in the corner. Can't grab hold of the puck. Team Fuller steps out of the neutral zone. 3-on-2 Fuller. Wide to the left side. Fuller with a shot. Pass in front. Broken up by Team Rossi. Fuller again from the far corner. But goes behind the net. Tries to pass in front. Manages to hold on up to the point. Team Fuller fires. Yes. Nice save. 5:40 to go in the third period. 1-0 Fuller is the score. Face off to Justin's left. Mateo to take the draw. Fuller wins it. Turns and fires. Clark chases this down in the corner. Battle is won by Team Fuller. Fuller from behind the net. Clark up on the near boards for Carter. Carter steps into the neutral zone. That's turned around. Up for Mateo now. Mateo steps over the blue line. Mateo from the ringette line. Cuts to the inside shot. Oh, nice save. And he's going to hold on to that rebound. Face off in the Fuller zone. Puck back to Clark. Clark puts it down to the face-off circle. Gavin from behind the net looking for a pass in front, but that's covered up by Max. Face off again in the opposing zone. Carter from behind the net. Carter looking for Jack. Jack puts it back down behind the net for Gavin. Gavin. Pass in front. Can't get a shot off. Fuller sends this long. Jack chases it down. He's got a forechecker on him. Jack from behind the net. On the near boards, looking for a way out of the zone. Back to Clark. Clark gets held up. Team Fuller regains possession. Clark is there. Team Fuller again, battling with Clark. Behind the net now. Jack picks this up on the near boards. Puts it up for Carter. Carter across for Gavin. Gavin can't make a play out of it, but pops it deep into the zone. They're got a penalty on the play. Contact to the head called against Team Fuller. We got 3:13 to go in the third period. 1-0 Fuller is the score as Rossi goes to the power play. For 2J's top five. Face off in the Fuller zone, goes back to Rossi, turn and fire, and that's off a shin pad and wide of the net. In the near corner. Team Rossi looking for defenseman, that skates by him, and empty net for Rossi as Team Fuller gets there first. Battle in the corner inside the Rossi zone. Puck's not moving. Rossi comes away with it. Team Rossi looking to clear their zone. Gets into the neutral zone. Here comes Scott. Scott steps over the blue line. Scott turns and fires. That goes behind the net. On the near side now, Team Rossi at the blue line. Team Rossi again with a shot low. Nice save, Max. Rebound. Puck is loose in front. Another shot. Goes behind the net. Team Fuller gets a stick on the puck and sends it deep. We've got 1:55 remaining. The 6-on-4 for Team Rossi. Team Rossi now on the far boards with a long pass is picked off.
Get back!
In neutral ice. Battling, Team Rossi comes away with it. Here comes Team Rossi with a little shot, little pass to himself. Can't get a shot off for Caden. Back to Clark at his own blue line. Clark to Daniel Good. Daniel stays on side. Can't get a good pass off, and Fuller sends it deep. Clark gets there. Onto the near boards. Team Rossi with a shot. Inside the opposing zone, Team Fuller now tries to clear the zone, and they send this long, and that goes off of Clark's stick and scores. Empty netter. Makes it 2-0. Fuller. "31 seconds to go. Too many. 23 seconds still remain in the penalty. It's Team Fuller gains possession, steps over the blue line, makes a nice move. Can't get the shot off. Team Fuller from behind the net, Jack battling. And everybody goes down behind the net. Team Fuller. Team Fuller's gonna win this first one, first game of the season. Team Fuller takes it over Team Rossi 2-0. Well, it's a heck of a lot of fun, folks. I think we're going to have a good season. Some good hockey, some excellent goaltending. I'll try to stream as many of these as I can when I'm here. Keep an eye on YouTube and make sure you talk to your players to know when the next games are. Thanks for joining us, folks. We'll see you next time.